1. When designing a Microsoft Certified Trainer (MCT) course for adult learners, which strategy most effectively promotes engagement? A. Relying on slide-based lectures for structured delivery. B. Incorporating scenario-based labs and peer discussions. C. Using only Microsoft Learn modules without instructor input. D. Limiting student interaction to Q&A at the end of class. 2. Which principle of adult learning best supports self-directed engagement in MCT sessions? A. Adults prefer minimal autonomy during training. B. Adults learn best through memorization. C. Adults are motivated when learning addresses real-life challenges. D. Adults depend primarily on instructor feedback. 3. A key aspect of effective mentoring for MCTs is A. Providing direct answers to all mentee questions. B. Encouraging mentees to reflect and solve problems independently. C. Avoiding feedback to promote self-reliance. D. Assigning extra assignments without discussion. 4. During a live Microsoft course, a learner struggles with hands-on labs. What should the MCT do first? A. Move on to maintain class pacing. B. Offer private guidance while maintaining group flow. C. Allow the learner to skip the exercise. D. Have another learner take over. 5. Informative evaluation. The primary purpose is to A. Assess learners after course completion. B. Identify learning gaps during instruction. C. Compare learners' scores to industry benchmarks. D. Report performance to Microsoft. 6. Which communication technique enhances clarity in hybrid MCT sessions? A. Speaking rapidly to cover more material. B. Using redundant audio and visual explanations. C. Avoiding visual aids for online learners. D. Providing written material only after class. 7. Which curriculum design principle ensures accessibility and inclusivity? A. Using one standardized format for all learners. B. Implementing universal design for learning (UDL) principles. C. Designing materials for advanced learners only. D. Relying on textual content over visuals. 8. What is the best way for MCTs to assess the effectiveness of their training delivery? A. Reviewing student satisfaction surveys only. B. Tracking completion rates of Microsoft certifications. C. Gathering feedback, self-reflection, and peer observations. D. Comparing course materials with competitors' programs. 9. When adapting Microsoft content, MCTs must ensure A. Materials strictly remain unchanged under any circumstance. B. All changes comply with Microsoft Learning Partner guidelines. C. Any third-party content replaces Microsoft materials. D. Instructor creativity overrides compliance rules. 10. What is the primary focus of summative evaluation? A. Measuring overall learning outcomes at the end of instruction. B. Identifying mid-course instructional adjustments. C. Monitoring learner motivation. D. Enhancing peer collaboration. 11. An MCT notices low engagement in virtual sessions. Which adjustment aligns with adult learning theory? A. Adding gamified case studies and breakout discussions. B. Increasing lecture duration to clarify concepts. C. Disabling chat features to reduce distraction. D. Reducing interactivity to save time. 12. Which mentoring approach aligns with experiential learning? A. Allowing mentees to observe without participation. B. Encouraging mentees to reflect on and apply learned concepts. C. Providing detailed instructions without feedback. D. Limiting mentee tasks to theory discussions. 13. What is a major ethical responsibility of MCTs under Microsoft's Code of Conduct? A. Sharing exam questions to prepare learners. Maintaining confidentiality and integrity in all interactions. C. Promoting competing training platforms. D. Allowing unauthorized content distribution. 14. How can MCTs promote critical thinking among learners? A. By encouraging rote memorization of Microsoft documentation. B. By posing open-ended technical problems for discussion. C. By providing fixed solutions for all exercises. D. By reducing discussion to avoid confusion. 15. What is a common challenge in adult learning environments? A. Low prior knowledge among learners. B. Varied learning styles and experiences. C. Lack of intrinsic motivation. D. Limited access to online tools. 16. Which evaluation method best measures long-term knowledge retention? A. Pre-course diagnostic. B. Post-course certification exam. C. Delayed follow-up assessment. D. Real-time polling. 17. In blended learning, MCTs should A. Separate online and in-person components completely. B. Integrate both formats seamlessly for continuity. C. Focus only on online modules. D. Use physical materials exclusively. 18. The primary benefit of feedback in adult learning is A. Encouraging dependence on the instructor. Reinforcing growth through reflection and improvement. C. Correcting only factual errors. D. Reducing the need for peer evaluation. 19. What technique helps MCTs manage time effectively in live labs? A. Setting strict time limits for every step. B. Allowing learners to skip exercises. C. Using progress checkpoints and pacing guidance. D. Ending sessions early if most learners finish. 20 MCTs must align course outcomes with A. Their personal teaching preferences. B. Microsoft's certification objectives. C. General IT knowledge areas. D. Learners' entertainment preferences. 21. The most effective way to handle disruptive learners in professional settings is to A. Remove them immediately from class. B. Address behavior privately and respectfully. C. Ignore the issue to avoid tension. D. Involve all learners in disciplinary discussions. 22. What role does peer learning play in MCT classrooms? A. It distracts from instructor authority. B. It reinforces knowledge through shared experiences. C. It reduces accountability. D. It limits collaboration opportunities. 23. How should MCTs evaluate technical skills during practical assessments? A. Using objective rubrics tied to performance outcomes. B. Grading subjectively based on effort. C. Prioritizing speed over accuracy. D. Avoiding assessment for time efficiency. 24. When developing course content, an MCT should start by A. Writing quizzes first. B. Identifying learning objectives. C. Choosing delivery tools. D. Creating PowerPoint slides. 25. Effective questioning techniques include A. Leading questions with expected answers. B. Open-ended prompts that stimulate analysis. C. Rapid-fire factual recall. D. Yes-no confirmation queries. 26. In Microsoft's MCT program, ongoing professional development ensures A. Compliance with renewal requirements and skill relevance. B. Reduced workload. C. Access to confidential exam materials. D. Replacement of certification exams. 27. During course facilitation, the instructor's tone should be A. Authoritative and inflexible. B. Approachable, clear, and professional. C. Monotone to minimize distractions. D. Casual and unstructured. 28. A mentor supporting a new MCT should focus on A. Monitoring their mistakes closely. B. Providing guidance, feedback, and confidence building. C. Controlling their teaching sessions. D. Avoiding direct engagement to encourage autonomy. 29. What factor most influences learner satisfaction in Microsoft technical training? A. Instructor certification count. B. Hands-on relevance to workplace scenarios. C. Number of slides used. D. Length of the course. 30. which is a valid approach for assessing course effectiveness. A. Kirkpatrick's four-level evaluation model. B. Bloom's taxonomy only. C. Random student sampling. D. Instructor intuition. 31. To maintain compliance, MCTs must avoid A. Using official Microsoft materials. B. Sharing confidential exam content. C. Referring to Microsoft Learn modules. D. Following content update cycles. 32. What is an appropriate response to diverse learning paces in class? A. Use tiered tasks with varying difficulty levels. B. Slow the course for all learners. C. Skip advanced exercises. D. Restrict questions to save time. 33. When delivering Microsoft technical content, effective instructional design includes A. Mapping objectives to skills, labs, and assessments. B. Prioritizing aesthetics over outcomes. C. Avoiding feedback opportunities. D. Using unstructured discussion only. 34. During course evaluation, which indicator shows effective delivery? A. Learners demonstrate applied understanding in real-world contexts. B. Learners memorize definitions. C. Trainers avoid assessment. D. Attendance rates only. 35. When adapting content for global learners, MCTs should A. Adjust examples and language for cultural relevance. B. Use region-specific jargon. C. Maintain a single cultural framework. D. Focus only on English-speaking learners. 36. Which strategy best supports continuous improvement for MCT instructors? A. Engaging in regular peer reviews and reflective practice. B. Relying solely on learner satisfaction surveys. C. Avoiding post-course evaluation. D. Using outdated training methods.